Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going? Long as you ain't look... All right. Got my sights on you. Got my sights on you.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Good for ripping. Yeah, and then they started just writing edge into it. For ripping. Not only did it slide, it also ripped. Oof. I'm gonna make your innies your outies and your outies your innies.
Ah, a proper lair if ever I saw one.
Are these folks friendly or not? That's what I want to know.
I'd rather get hit by a longsword instead of a serrated edge knife. Especially if that motherfucker twists too. Yeah, that's fucking hard, the stupidest shit. This motherfucker literally walked around like 3 houses and then came up to me. I was like, bitch, I'm already gone.
What do you think you're doing? Don't let me catch you around here again.
That's when you tell her I'm trying to show her my Excelsior package.
That machine stole my bits.
Yay. Plan. Maybe. Fucked it to you. Oops. He knew.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts to leave. Standing around eating rock.
I wasn't expecting visitors today. Or ever, as a matter of fact. State your business. Felix? Mostly I remember him as an angry kid stuck living a life for which he was poorly suited. I gave him a place to stay and books to read. I told him to push back when someone pushed him. He put on airs of independence, self-reliance, pretended to be a loner. Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a life. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight. The skies around Scylla. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, entropy is the natural state of the universe.
That was simultaneously the least scientific and most pompous statement I've heard in ages. Well done, Mr. Harlan.
A vicar. I admit, I never imagined a man of the cloth living the adventurer's life. You do keep some interesting company. Was there... Not all revolution. One day, when the board is weak and halcyon... Something on your mind?
Game wants to be a douche. Wow. Once upon a time in New York City. Hey, her house, huh? Hey. He got any sisters? You looking to come home with the gray wolf and learn some new tricks? Oh, that's a pretty good one, actually. Damn, I'm gonna have to disarm you thoroughly. What the fuck? She got 16G. What was she doing? Playing with the popsicles all day. Happy how she has so much money now. Shit, apparently too. Alright, those are probably cheaper too. You have to make them yourself. Definitely cheaper. Timbo's tripping. Ba-dum-bum.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Shorty was 10.
boss, I want to talk to you. I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. It makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way. At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony? Yeah, maybe. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents? I'm sure Graham told himself the same thing. He wasn't the one who held the gun and pulled the trigger. The thing is, that's all it takes. Sometimes the difference between right and wrong is turning a key, or looking the other way, or keeping your mouth shut. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham. What's on your mind? Yeah, sure thing. Ask away. Clyde was my I figured the board got him in the end. Yeah, so he took me in. That's what I don't know. Clyde. He was a blustery old Clyde wasn't. But when the Mardettes had their backs turned, oh yeah.
Ba-dum-bum. Yo.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man? I thought you were dead. Or throwing yourself against the walls of some re-education center. That's been 5 years, Clyde. The best thing you can say is, hey there, Hullhead?
No, Felix. The best thing I can say to you is yet to come. Also, I'd like to have a word with your captain. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Felix is, a vital member of our crew. He's... well, he's good in a fight.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I imagine he has.
Oh, would have been nice to know that sometime in the last, hang on, doing some math. Half a decade?
I'm working on something. Something big. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. I understand that Felix is part of your crew, at least for now. If the thought of losing him troubles you, then understand that you're helping him solve a problem. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the... Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, remember, I want proof. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something? I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him. You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he? That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
She definitely managed. She's selling all them goods. It all has to go.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
If the board comes after us, we'll be ready.
Bullet to the highest degree. Don't tell me that I've actually put the shit that happened in Cyberpunk multiple times. Oh shit, really? Damn. What the fuck? Oh yeah, just laughing to the titles for educational purposes.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating.
That's funny.
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it. Work with it. You're in control of your fun.
Correct.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Right. Too bad I can't slide. Here.
This is Halcyon News.
Wait,
You mind? Trying to have a moment here. Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something? Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he... That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account. Yeah, well, you got reason to mistrust Harlow. He's a surly git, but he's devious. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. Please, just make it quick. That's right, our marriage contract. Precious little. He and Rufus... A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution. Something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order. No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I. Appreciate it. No offense meant, just been a long day is all.
Dang. Gotta get the pot. Yeah.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Yep. It's gonna be nice. Nope. I never took it off since then. I just left it on because it was funny as shit. Like, well, fuck a duck.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this. Go on. I'm Ludwig, unofficially, strictly.
Some sort of freelancer?
You gotta show me how you did that. Nice and quick.
Maybe. Can't believe we fucked. So, no fuck given. Can't believe we fucked. Can't believe we fucked. Alright. Fuck.
coming.
Boss. Woo. Can we do that again?
Wow.
Good, we're in.
Now she's visiting her ancestors. And she'll be telling them how good the Slabba Dabba Dabba was.
Jackass is incoming!
Don't mess with us.
Bloody Baron. Yeah. Oh. Right.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me. Yeah, of course. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying. How do I know that I can trust you? You've got good instincts, then. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes. Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse. Because he's for sale, anything the board can buy, the board will buy, and that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me. Take it you've made up your mind. You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Say creeps next. Exploder boater. Exploder. Whee! Oh, I forgot about that. Hungry, hungry, hippo.
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Yeah, that sounds even more insane out loud than it did in my head. I'm not sure what to think right now. You told me to be suspicious, but I never imagined Clyde would stoop to informing for the establishment. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. Could have been trying to shift the blame. I've been trying to tell myself Clyde's got some sensible explanation for all this, but I just don't know. None of this is making a lick of sense to me right now. I think we need to have a word.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
What's the word? Not surprised. Trask was a dead man. That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand? Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own... Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I... You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face. How should I know?
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Incoming!
That's the last. That had to hurt.
Heads up!
Here's some fun. Get him! What was that? What was that?
Score one for Felix. Let's take him down!
Sure. Moving. I'm going.
What was that?
Tossball kick!
I'll take your confession now.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think. No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me. That's pretty harsh, boss. You including yourself in that lesson? Way ahead of you there, boss. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we'd put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss. Good to see you, boss.
Hey, Cap.
Melted Delta. Yippee-ki.
Destination reached. Scylla.
What does? Oh, yeah. Hmm? It's spooky, spooky. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Mine's already blocking it out of memory. Took me forever to find all of those. And guess what? It's Grandmaster. You can get the Grandmaster blueprints that way. Yeah, way up there. Beep beep. Beep beep.
Sure.
The Muffin Man?
Yep, be right over.
I've had quite enough of you!
Damn. Done that, called it a day, shit. Look at that. Oh, the rap monkey. He's dead. Oh. Dead people. Oh, and robots. Right.
I have your back, Captain. Nice hit!
No hard feelings, okay?
The Muffin Man. him at midnight? What is he trying to do at midnight? I'll have you know we are no tavern wench. Well.
Here we go.
Nice hit.
Down they go.
Okay, moving out.
Bitch, monkey.
Don't mess with us.
Coming over to you.
On the bright side, I got a sniper rifle. It's suppressed, and I'm shooting shit at a monkeys. Alright, let's wait another 23 hours to make sure. Have you tried like 11?
Reckon that explains how we ain't dead.
What the fuck?
Pylons, all the O2 this thing's cracking from the ice will
Wow.
just drift off.
You can only move forwards or backwards as a society. And I, for one, fully support our progressive efforts.
Wow. Right. Do I shoot them? So dumb. So dumb and make dumb look smart. Right. Wait it out, we can play this game. Okay, so I'll shoot that.
Outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted.
Who's that?
What's that?
Huh? Did I hear something? What is that? They shouldn't have stood in our way.
An untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers. Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bump. Not a damned one. Huh? Supposed to be for the Groundbreaker, but getting... Hey, who are you calling bootleg? I'll have you know, these are 100% because the board and all their... Groundbreaker knows... Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bite.
Alright. I wanna see you. Flintlock. Why do I want a flintlock when I have a fucking big ass sniper? Wow. I wish at the highest degree. Alright. Alright.
Sure.
Alright. I'll come back in 6 years. That's fucked. Ah. Ah. AM. Yeah, because when it hits 12, it hits AM, and then when it's midday, it hits PM. It's stupid like that. Yeah. It's a Fruit Loop. Alright. The worst kind. Yeah. Damn.
Here we go.
Nice hit.
Don't mess with us.
Yeah, shooting.
Be right there.
Not a bad shit. Dude.
We're getting close to the Hermit. I can feel it.
Oh, wouldn't the quiet get to you? Knowing there's nobody out there? No one at all? Here we go!
Processing.
No? Alright.
Searching for...
Bots think they can take me, please. I don't know if those are called witches. They're the ugly bitches. Is it really?
System. Security.
Oops. I'll put that in a shirt, yeah.
Great work.
Damn. latest leak. The fuck? Definitely. That's dumber than dumb. Right. There's at least 3.
What was that?
Woo! Nice work!
Yeah. Right. Alright, fine. It's gonna be good at the game. Fucking good riddance. The only thing is your buttons are called keys. And a mouse. Alright. exiting lives. But
Quietly now.
I'm going.
damn. Ah, well, yeah.
Coming back.
Creep back.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart. Either hallucinations followed... But is he truly? How did you find me?
I don't know what happened to him, but we killed his son. But we had a good reason. Or maybe not. In hindsight, we may have acted rashly.
His actions say otherwise. Obviously, his preparation is wanting. I must refuse. There is no telling what the experience would...
So that's it. Take the damn book then. Sorry, Captain. Clearly, we'll get nothing out of this charlatan. I see now it was a mistake.
Please just take whatever you'd like and get out. You're interrupting my me time.
What do you think you're doing?
Do what you want, I guess. Please just take whatever you'd like and get out. You're interrupting my me time.
I can't believe this. Years of obsession, my whole life's work. It was all for nothing. It can't just end. What sort of a half-assed destiny just peters out into nothing? I devoted my... No. I don't accept it. I did find the truth. And the truth is, this religion is nothing more than a well-constructed lie. Meant to keep the lowly sheep of the world in line. My eyes are open now. I won't live a lie. I reject any man-made system of control. By verity, what are we contemplating today?
Yeah, it took me my second playthrough to find out that there was actually health potions you can create. I was really just eating like bread or water. I was like, oh.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Where's my life alert?
Here we go.
Sure. Everybody okay? Great.
Heading back.
Damn. Okay. Wow. Mm. Right. Mm. Mm. Alright. You can be a good father. Correct. But I don't know, can't hurt him. So do I. Battlefield. How the fuck am I supposed to get into that shit sealed? Wow. More people I need to kill. They call you the Pink Wolf. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Not that great. And then if you had fire to it too. Not only did you get sliced, you got burnt, and then you also got poisoned in the wood. It's fucked. Alright. It'd definitely be something. Came and you dead. Open sesame. So you're there. Oh, you know, speaking of poison, I actually have a sword of poison. No, the one I'm playing. And I got me a sniper rifle. And it slaps. It's like cat, bear, and wolf or something.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Or raven, something like that. No, I'm at the different schools. It's like bear, wolf, raven, or something like that. Maybe not raven. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Really?
Were I a gambling woman?
Damn.
I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
And there. And there. And over there. Maybe there. You don't have the kits? You don't have the kit? The repair kits? Oh. Still some shit. Mark. Ba-dum-bum. What the fuck? Prepare to slaughter. They're fumbling.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger? Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
You ever wonder how folk who can't figure out the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships in the air into space? Don't know how to operate a spoon, but know how to fucking fly a ship.
What ain't I got?
That's fucked. like you stole it. That dude. That works. I'm still wondering where that auction is. I want to make millions. I didn't know about that. Like, how you doing? Give me the dollar. This don't make sense.
I'm going. Heading back.
Alright.
Got it. Heads down.
Alright. Thing.
No problem. I'll head over.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Reports from concerned supervisors indicate that rates of time theft are on the rise. We urge all of our listeners to remember that lack of productivity is not. Workers should be on the lookout for slacking and underperforming. Report anyone you suspect of time theft to your supervisor immediately. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news...
stock for them. It's a breather, baby. Bum bum. You.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Sometimes I question my decision to be out here. But then I remember, free will is just an illusion.
Yes, you caught me. What's occupying your thoughts?
Are we gonna get in trouble today?
My companions were like, are we gonna get in trouble today? I'm just thinking, I hope so.
Graham's people are scattering magazines around town, as if we didn't have enough to clean up.
Graham's people are scattering magazines around town. As if we didn't have enough to clean up.
The fuck?
As you were. Move along.
Do your part to support the... What can I get you?
I want to pitch the face.
I told him I'd always keep him safe. I promised him.
It's long, hard, and it'll only hurt for a second.
You look like a man.
Oh yeah.
Something else I can do for you? Anyone who's and I don't... Something else I can do for you?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't look like sublet. Must be freelance. In case I did not
I would shoot you in the face, Bennett.
In case I did not
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No.
You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here too? Gets real quiet.
I'll take any and everything and I'll sell it all. Oh, I don't need it.
Smells like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the
I'm not supposed to talk to nobody else at missions.
Good day to you.
I see you stuck around. Where should I... The board was right. And even if I did scrape together enough to buy passage out, well... It all sounds wonderful. Until you I'm not... Add that... Look, you might not... Look...
Oh, gosh. My tum's rumbling just smelling that casserole.
That's alright. Hmm.
Gosh, that's clever.
No.
This is the simple truth. We are all molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I don't know, Mr. Vicker. That seems like quite a leap.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Understand. What? Sanjar, naughty. Fucking Sanjar. Ba-dum-bum. Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Eridanos, recently famous for Halcyon Hounds. Do return in one.
Blood gear. Oh my. I think with that one you just can't fast travel when you're overcumbered. Can't do much shit. Yeah, boy. I only know because I like carrying a bunch of shit. Yeah, filling it all. Talk to combine
Everything bad about Byzantium all in one place, with even less class somehow.
Slug marksman.
Hello, hello, hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, I'll say. There's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
The fans were very upset by the weak plot contrivances in her latest offering, though that hardly seems a worthy motive.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose. Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help. Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling. Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but you bet it was. Rizzo's ain't. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bag. You're making fun, right? Your luggage. You're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time? See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bet. Anyhow, I'm pretty happy working with the club. Mr. Kincannon treats us.
Any idea how many bits I've spent at the Grand Colonial? Is my patronage worth nothing to you?
I'm sure you've spent a lot, sir, but unfortunately we can't make any exceptions.
Can't make any exceptions. In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
You wanna hunt who dick?
Listen, I understand the law.
Other than maybe the weapon damage going up. Oh, if you find a sword
Greetings, Inspector.
and you want to
No
keep
need to check in here. Your
the
paperwork
mods,
has all been processed.
you actually
You should be able to
dismantle
find the
sword and
Colonial
keep the
right
mods.
ahead.
You can find a better one. Yeah. It's better than gravy. 320, 392.
No, I'm sorry. We don't serve any drinks with those tiny umbrellas.
Oh my stars.
Right.
This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in period nauticals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan.
Rizzo's Narco Eyeball. A CCN 76 milk taco bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's fun for KYO.
Huh. Or maybe he does know, he just doesn't want to admit it. What does that even mean? Shove it in, shove it in.
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? You don't need that kind of notoriety.
Thanks for the kiddie school. I don't think you're gonna throw those for cat school. That's like Raven. Maybe Raven sound cooler, that's why. Under the temple. What goes around is gonna come around, baby. Oh, the bogger or something like that. Some sludge. She spooched on me.
Sure.
Thanks, bunch of it.
Be right there.
The notes you got. I'll think about it. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Secret
Rizzo's mock
agent
apple
man.
cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Goodbye, goodbye.
No, I ain't. What the hell? Yes, I am supposed to be here. Don't think the waiter is coming back.
Bang.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
shabby cabby.
Ugh. It smells worse than rancid salt tuna. Oh, well, I think it's coming from the pool.
Excuse me. The pool plaza is currently Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of its... What can I do for you? Space me if I knew. Gee, you're pretty... Can't do much now, but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean. Oh, and you can talk to Lily, my boss. Now, anything else I can do for you? So long as you don't want... yeah. I don't know what happens if... Yep. I met him briefly. Sounds good to me. Hi again. It's like I just saw ya. Pool's still closed. All sounds right by me. It'll be nice to actually have guests to guard. Sinuses that work. Sorry, did you say...
A blacksmith. A blacksmith. Right. Yeah, I'll do it. I bet you won't. that, huh? Huh? He's a fugly duckling anyways.
Have you seen a prop?
Get off the Kool-Aid, motherfucker! What a snack-a-dab-a-dab bitch.
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so that I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable. It's, I guess I can spare a few bits. I gotta get back to...
Dun, 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 dun. Pew. Oh, that was number 3. I should have kept that. King hell. There's a douche. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Later, Gator. Coming up with the later, baby.
What do you think you're doing? Consider this your warning.
All right, I'm on my way.
On my way.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Making my way there.
Alright, what kind of rubbish are you pulling? No vendor bender.
That's a hunting reserve over there. In the clouds above a gas giant. Makes about as much sense as any of this, I suppose.
I hope you catch the Subway Underground appreciates your patronage.
For the best chest.
so much opulence, while most of Halcyon suffers.
The murder had...
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
We're the future of Sublight. Just you wait and see.
Come on. Why is the... I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean Spencer would...
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stunt.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose. You didn't ask. Anyway, I'm sure you've got questions. Sure, I'd taken to checking the ballroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, What? No! Just 'cause I found the corpse doesn't... I wasn't shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen cereals. Sure? What's on your mind? Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait, no, of course I did. Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how... yep. Gives... Or as I can recall, Helen dismissed the ladies' seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the profit was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more. I hope all that helped. I'd like to be... Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode. Oh dear. I'm sorry, but if you've lost your key, why don't you pay the hotel concierge a visit?
We should try to solve the puzzle.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon. She's with Dr. Goodnight. Oh, and the victim, of course. In the grand ballroom. Of course. Allow me to just pull up. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's... I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined... Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of the Grand Colonial. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please allow me to answer any curiosity. Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kit it out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him. Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health. Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never... Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not... But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant... You'll have to find a way in on your own. If you're sure... It's Please, allow me to If you... Of course. Allow me to just pull... You'll be I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the...
Black hole Bertie's disappeared, you know.
Rizzo's cares about the happiness of his family.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you. Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on? Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you. An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold. You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Fantastic. This sounds like it was built along the theoretical lines suggested by the Hassline interpretation? Or do you favor the non-dualistic rationalism of Steinmetz?
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math. Go on, then. Give it.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Mr. Bertie Holcomb is indeed known to frequent places of leisure and hospitality, as rare as they are in Halcyon.
Correct. Bertie Blackhole Holcomb is a registered guest accessing guest database B. Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector. This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been... Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint. The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio. This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Captain, please show a little respect.
I knew I should have gotten an autograph.
Why is everybody staring? Didn't nobody teach them to respect?
The Grand Colonial Front Desk. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? My apologies, Inspector, but that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand. About whom? And what would you... You know, out of... I'm not much of an atheist. And Helen always had a... It seemed as if she was determined. Bertie used to be Helen's beau. Didn't you... I mean, Spencer Woolrich. If looks... See, if you leave, either he's in denial or... That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you? A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
What floor would you like to visit? Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
There is such a thing as too clean. We ought to break open a few bottles and have some fun. Make a mess. Live a little.
There's no room service, right? Just asking.
I'm gonna nick a few towels. They won't notice. I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards. You think they'll let us expense the booze? I'm leaving my shoes on. I call the big bed. Anyone wants to challenge me, we can play a hand of cards.
Is this how people in Byzantium live all the time?
Yeah, I think Dark said he swam like for like an hour. Yeah, I think Dark said he swam like an hour in that game. From one part of the thing to the other part because he couldn't find a boat. I was like, damn. The fuck? It's a Twinkie. The funny look. Damn. Wow. I thought this place was supposed to be clean.
Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, they gave me a penthouse, and it's supposed to be clean.
The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lowell, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, I got the... Right.
The opulence of this place is stifling.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed. Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me. Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation. Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both. I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not. You have a lead to chase.
Pigsty! Slovenly! These premises are unsuitably disordered.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking? Good. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing. To the lobby we go.
Black Hole Bertie hasn't...
Greetings, attractive. Error. Neither this unit nor this unit is incapable of abandoning its...
You can't be...
Search failed. Suspicious data.
Cupcake boy. I'd advise you not to have your eyes on me.
I'm going.
Sure.
Heading back.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Searching slug work logs. Slug is likely not fix this issue. Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures. Slug already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways.
Wait, Captain.
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 canid meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head. I understand. Things might change. I'm so behind. I'm sorry, I still can't talk idly right now. Come back if you have something very important you need to discuss.
Oh, Inspector, I wanted to thank you for cooperating with us. Helen's death was never your concern, but you agreed to help us all the same. It is appreciated. Everyone's hoping you'll bring Helen's killer to justice. Maybe they think life can go back to the way it was. I'm not so sure. Helen was a beloved icon. Even if I could investigate her murder, I can't possibly bring her back to life. I couldn't investigate Helen's death even if I wanted to. My office is occupied with matters concerning Spectrum Brown. This directive is mandated and takes priority over Helen's death. I'm not at liberty to discuss the details, Inspector. Rizzo's prides itself on ironclad confidentiality agreements. You're a persuasive person, Inspector. Addressing me by my first name is an effective way to establish rapport. I'll tell you this much. This directive is part of my indenturement contract. I've been hired to oversee the safe launch of Spectrum Brown. That duty is my highest priority. Before you arrived on this case, I had identified two key suspects, Black Hole Bertie Holcomb and Spencer Woolrich. I've since eliminated Woolrich. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion. Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out. Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented. What's on your mind? Most people don't know that about me. But yes, Helen's roles have always embodied values that I respect. Courage, curiosity, strength, a sense of style. None of us get to choose the way in which we serve our colony, but Helen? She showed me how to find meaning in my occupation. This is a problem of jurisdiction, not competence. Helen was murdered in a hotel owned by Slug, whereas I represent Rizzo's. I'm also concerned I'd allow my personal feelings to cloud my judgment. I was a great admirer of Helen. Best of luck, Inspector.
With the help of my discrepancy app. I was waiting for this. My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later? Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the... Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique Or as quiet as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the Spring or working on my automatic sprat peeler. Oh, good. One of my favorite... I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other, I feel the need to create. Inspector, I'm sure you don't want to spend 4 hours because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious. I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century. You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector? I can see why the constable recommended hiring you. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice. I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply. You sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, good. You sure you don't want to know?
I hope the murderer is caught
Bum
soon.
bum bum.
Like we're in the middle of a lockdown. No one's supposed to be coming or going. And when I can't... get a hold of anyone in the orchards, I can't make sure of that, can I?
No.
Swear to the architect, Matthias, if you've lost your rifle's ionization coil again. Oh, wait. Tightly wound? Tightly wound? Damn right, I'm fine. I'm going to my calm place, where there's peace and quiet, and none of my sprat fucking subordinates can bother me. On behalf of Slug, I'd like to apologize for that outburst, as well as all of my future outbursts. Yes, I'm a little wound up. You would be too. Between the landing pad, lockdowns, gate closures, and constant questions from angry guests, I've got a lot on my plate. And if that don't beat all, if you're serious, I'd appreciate the help. He's been missing a few days, and we're low on staff as it is. It's not exactly uncommon for slug agents to go on the odd bender. They'll pick a place they think I don't know about and hunker down. Usually I don't bother with the discipline and paperwork. Gotta pick your battles. Thing is, they usually resurface within 24 hours, or at least yell for medical help. This guy, not a peep. The missing crew member's Evan O'Connell. He's one of about 2 slug agents I can trust with more complex tasks than stand here and look tough. Friendly type. Well-behaved, followed orders. Anyone else, I'd think they got drunk and fell asleep in a ditch somewhere, but O'Connell's not really the type. He was last stationed at the Wilderness checkpoint. I'd search there first.
Quarters later.
We've got trouble! Fine hit, Captain!
Fuck are their mutts?
Come out!
Going all right?
Just like killing cows.
That was quick.
Right, bitch monkey. Bitch monkey. Why you gotta be a little bitch monkey?
Security Officer Danvers, nightly report number 27. No sign of trouble, but I'm on the lookout. If it's out there, I'll find it. Wait, I think I see someone. Approaching now. Excuse me, sir or madam. I require your participation in my nightly security report.
Especially if they're slaughtering cows.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Are you sure? But
Hardline discrepancy detected nearby. The garb on this security guard identifies him as a member of the Rizzo's corporation. His rank would have been that of jawbreaker or higher. This security guard has experienced premature expiration. Evidence strongly suggests a conflict with marauders.
The spark of life is fled. The mortal form is naught but the basic elements of which it is comprised. to be molded once again as the great plan dictates.
Apparently, this gun makes a beep 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 noise.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This card also expired prematurely, following a violent encounter with marauders.
A violent encounter with marauders.
Well done.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ooh. One switch.
Timeline discrepancy. This card also expired.
Without a fuck to be given, it was wasted.
Maybe I could hold up my end if your people weren't sabotaging my operations.
Sorry, can't talk. We're busy having a very tedious conversation.
And if sabotaging the orchards weren't enough, they had to make it personal. You really had to bust my instant coffee maker too? The nerve.
Hold that asinine thought. Who is this armed stranger who just wandered into your office? Back up for a fight you can't finish?
What the hell are you talking about? I don't know this fella. I think it's mightily more likely that he's under your payroll. Here to burn down what you haven't already.
I see. Congratulations, Hathaway. Not...
Well, shame that you're trying to... Anyway, sorry for the heated reception, stranger. There's just been some... Name's Overseeing Orchardist Hathaway, and I'm in charge of these orchards. Though it seems like certain groups, which will remain unnamed, are trying to change that. Looks like I'm stuck playing the part of customer service rep. Guess it's different from the usual. Yeah, I saw her. Whether or not I like it, yes, that's right. Yeah, frankly, it's ridiculous. Look at Jacob, our groundskeeper. It's like the workers all forgot their 10-minute workplace safety seminars. And that's twice as long as the next leading brand. Our people should be safety experts. And yet, I've seen folks step on open electrical wires, drop pallets on each other. One damn fool even blundered into a mosquito hive. Even as he died, he looked fairly pleased. Okay, then. I'm the overseeing orchardist of the Purpleberry Orchards. My job is to make sure we hit our production quotas.
Yeah, he's got a bit of that Rizzo's version of Mr. Thompson look about him. I bet he thinks it's the toughest job in the company, too.
You better believe it is. Unfortunately, I also have to fight a constant battle with unproductivity. We sure as hell ain't winning that right now. I'd moan about how miserably we're failing, but you've heard me belly. Where'd you get that idea? Being here is an unemployment sentence. I can't blame anyone else for any screw-ups because I'm in charge. And there's loads of direct scrutiny from the administrator. Those void-damned lab coats in R&D knew that. It was why they sent me here. I think they knew the orchards were going to start having problems too. Bastards. Supervise, make sure produce gets where it needs to go, cry every couple days. I report directly to Administrator Ludovico, which is more than a little stressful. Okay, then. Yeah, just another woe to add to the pile. In the past, the orchards subcontracted security work from Slug. You know, keep the malcontents on staff from causing too much trouble. But between the Spectrum Brown unveiling demanding all of our resources and the recent uptick in worker accidents, we just ain't got the budget for security. And, of course, Slug has decided that instead of being reasonable, they're just gonna sabotage our operations until we start paying them again.
Look at the poor Rizzo's manager, lying about Sublight to make himself feel better. Shame he skipped where Rizzo's was short on our payments months before the new unveiling.
Look, at the end of the day, it's obvious that Slug is sabotaging us. I ain't paying until they come clean. Oh, you know, nothing particularly troublesome. Just rogue exterminator mechanicals, opening fire on anything that twitches within 300 yards of them. We've also got a large group of new saplings, all dead from some kind of toxic substance. Poison, I'd guess. And who could forget the tower processing console, which probably just shorted out and stopped working on its own, even though it's outfitted with 3 separate backup systems?
There are a suite of explanations for what could have happened, most pointing to Rizzo's worker incompetence. My people didn't sabotage anything.
Yeah, it was what I mentioned earlier. I swear, if I did... Thank the law. You hear that, lapdog? Truth's coming. Better fess up while you still can outside of an interrogation.
While I'm sure you'd love to have a scapegoat on whom you can pin your own incompetence, I suspect you'll be disappointed. But what do I know? I suppose it's up to your new hiree.
It's Rizzo's! Welcome to the Purpleberry Nut Hut, you wonderful, wonderful customer! Thank you for giving my humble existence value.
I can't tell if she's happy or in serious pain.
I sure am! Good. Oh, that? I call it my lip. Don't you dare! Or I'll cut something off you. Gosh, I'm sorry. I don't. Couple of days. Ever since it showed up, I've been feeling happy. I really can't imagine life without my little... I don't know. It just appeared one day. Sometimes I wonder how it showed up, and I start to worry. But worrying feels bad, and I hate feeling bad. Now I'd love to get you something. Our orchard. If you want to know more about each part of the orchard... Oh, I'm so glad you said... Every part of the orchards is so rich with Rizzo's lore. We have... Premium includes a 10-minute pass to the Sprat... Huh? Happy workers...
And delirious euphoria can cause some to recoil and run screaming.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. There's really nothing better than feeling a euphoric sense of happiness and self-contentment. Now, I'd be pleased as punch to sell you a tour ticket. I'd say that's a shame, but I'm just too delighted to be talking to you. No, I'm sorry. The only celebrity who shopped recently is Black Hole Birdie. Quite the affable. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2 benches of toss-ball players at once, not just one. Laws, not just affable, but... Ooh, wait a minute. Now that his beau's dead, that means Birdie's single. Oh, my! No. And the stories are wrong. He could probably lift 2... Our alcohol stocks are... Quiet, Cap. You're back! Now I'd love to get you some...
I don't think I've ever seen an orchard before. I mean, other than Miss McDevitt's garden. You mind if we look around a little?
Here they come.
Nice one!
Don't mess with us.
So how was the bidet? the fuck? What the fuck?
Such lovely. Well, Hells.
Oh, my dear Law. Sir? I don't mean to be...
Why, thank you. Rizzo's does. Now with a Puzzle Hedges trademark maze hunt and special edition taste. Ah, you mean that lovely actor who got herself dead? She did come by, but not during any official tour time. I thought she'd hired a private tour at first, but it was Dr. Blossom who was sure. Can't imagine why she'd need to meet with our head That's right. Maybe it might. All I know is one of our certified can't say. And I had. She wasn't, was she? Paul and I went up. Of course. So you'd best steer clear of it. Before. Now I'm responsible for growing every. And the ground. No mystery, and certainly no murder with what happened there. I mean, you can't exactly hold some mosquitoes on trial. Accidents do happen on the job. Can't speak. I reckon you could talk to my super gosh and goody gumdrops, but What kind of investigation? You wouldn't happen to be from the health inspection office, would you? It turns out, just because we own less shares on the board. Oh, I won't. So, what might you be looking to find out? Did he the oversee with our new morale boost? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to say. Trade secrets and all. I do hope this What? You won't find a rich, happy, and and you know what never fails? Why? We call Rizzo, of course, tours of of course. I can't. There's a.
Wow, that's great. The mother trucker.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. These footprints match the shoes previously analyzed.
You find anything? That's
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
We've got a fight on our hands.
Smile, damn you! Trying to infect. I just wanted to make you smile! Look at us!
The hell?
Timeline discrepancy. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Here we go. Nice hit.
Eyes up! Nice one!
Bum, bum.
Dang, that's impressive.
Flying Duke.